Okay, so there's some few resources that I had sent previously. For those who check the resources, I'm sure everything that came up from these two tasks, these two projects, you are familiar with them because we had already discussed about this. Yeah, so first thing first, so writing JavaScript code, variables. Okay, I don't know if there's anybody what's the problem with this. Okay. Yeah, every session is usually recorded. Yeah, every session is usually recorded. Yeah, so yeah, so we'll just do this manually. Okay, sorry about that. What's up? Yeah, let's do this manually. Yeah, so as I was saying last time, for those who had joined WebStatic Day 2, so previously JavaScript was just meant to be run in browsers, but then since Node came, we've been able to run JavaScript now in this environment. So if you run, as you can see here, I'm using Node version 14.221, the one that ALX wanted us to use. It's not compulsory, you can just use any version you want. You can install it anywhere, not just in Ubuntu terminal, even on your Windows. And for those who are using Windows, you can just install it there. Yeah. So let me just create a directory that we're going to use. Directory PLD1. So let's start with the first one here. Because everybody has done this, I'll just be asking people to help me out here. I don't want to be the only one who is going to be talking here. Yeah, even though most of the things that we normally do at ALX, most of the projects are normally function based, you should also know these simple things. You should know how to declare, you should know how to use the if statements, the switch statements. You should know how to use the for loops. You should also know how to declare variable. These small things. If you know about these small things, then the rest won't be that easier. Yeah. Most importantly, while I was doing those tasks, I noticed that ALX was mainly focusing on inheritance, functions, and a little bit of arrays and classes. Also, I think that's also the most major things. Yeah, so just put this first line here, this shebang. Yeah, so now I'll start with Gabriel again. So Gabriel, hey Gabriel.
Yes, good evening.
Oh, okay. Well, good evening. Yeah. Okay. So this is just as a warm up here. Before I want us to go through those tasks together. But then, just as a warm up, you start from how do you declare a variable in JavaScript?
You declare a variable by let.
Yeah. So let just like that.
Let variable name is equal to value.
Yeah, and then the variable name and then the value. Yeah.
Yes.
So just say one. Yeah. Anyway, that's the syntax. Variable name and then the value. So can give the value in. Can give a string depending on the one. So can say just let me say just Gabriel. Yeah, Gabriel.
Can we put it in a very meaningful way?
Yeah, sure.
According to Much Amedani, can we say let name equals to?
Okay, sure.
Said it's not proper to be using letters or
Yeah, sure. Let name is equals to Gabriel. Okay. I'm going to take this quickly because I know everybody has already went through the process. We went through the resources. For those who have not yet done JavaScript, it's not actually hard. It's the easiest programming language you'll ever encounter compared to C. C is hard. Okay, for those who are going to go with backend, Python is easy. For those who are going to go with front end, JavaScript is easy, and at the same time it can also be used for the backend purposes because of Node.js, but then we'll talk about that later on. So for instance, I want to declare an object. How will I be able to do that? Loisa, it's Saisa. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Can you help me with that? How can I be able to declare an object? Let me confirm the name again. I don't think I've given it. So the name is, let me confirm the name. Okay, Loisa. Yeah, it's Loisa. Hey Loisa.
Hello.
Hello. So can you help us with the syntax of defining or declaring an object?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can use the let keyword,
Okay.
but you have to assign values to it.
Okay. How? Okay. Just declare an empty object.
Okay. So let wait a minute. So do I go like do I find like the easiest way? Can I use constructors or just
Just use the easiest way you know, the one that you normally use.
okay? So you can say like let person
Okay, let
or
person.
let's just use the one that is already there. Let name
Okay, let name.
equals to
Mm-hmm.
curly braces.
Yeah, basically that's how an object is declared. Thank you for that. So this is
Welcome.
how an object is normally declared. Object declaration. This is just a warm-up, guys. So after this, I want all of us to go through this.
Hello.
Hello.
So the second, sorry for cutting you short.
Okay,
The
sure.
second declaration, is it proper like that?
Yeah.
Uh,
This is okay. This is
Camel facing.
okay. I know what you want to say. Okay, do you want to say
Okay,
we're
okay.
okay? Let me see who is talking first of all.
Gabriel.
Okay, Gabriel, sure.
What I'm saying is the name.
Mm-hmm.
Can it start with the capital letter? Camel casing naming convention.
Yeah. Actually, this is I wanted to mention something here. Okay,
Okay, okay, okay.
okay. Instead of me answering that, let me just let somebody answer that. Hello, Ruth. Ruth has left. Let me. Oh, Clinton. Hey, Clinton.
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, Ruth. Yeah. So there's a question here. Do you think
Okay.
there are two variables declared here? Both of them are declared using the let keyword. So the first one is name, but then this first letter is a
Yeah, they
small
are
letter,
different.
and then the second one is a capital letter. Which one do you think is okay here?
The both of them are okay.
Yeah, both of them are okay, but then there's a convention that is actually better to use. We are not saying both of them are okay. Both of them actually, if you run the code, both of them are actually going to run. But then there's that one which is better when
No,
you.
I think
Mm-hmm,
you can actually there's no rule against starting with capital or small letter now.
mm-hmm. Okay, actually, thank you for that. But then I'll share a resource right now.
Okay.
I'll share. Let me just go. Or let me hear from somebody else before I say anything. Okay, Chinoso.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Can you hear me?
Do you agree with Ruth that both of them are okay? There's no convention that says the variable name should start in a certain way.
There is a convention that said the variable name must it's if actually you can use a camel case, you
Ex-
can use Pascal case, you can
exactly.
use a the normal case, but if actually is one letter,
Mm-hmm.
like you're using one word, if actually is one word,
Mm-hmm.
you can use it either start with capital case or small letter. But if actually the you're using two words,
Mm-hmm.
then it can you can use mostly we use camel case. Then the first letter is small letter, then the second letter is a capital letter.
Yeah, actually that's it. So it depends. It depends on the variable name you want to give. But then when we come to class declarations, you should always start with a capital letter. I'm not saying using a small letter is bad, but then I was going through the resources and while I was doing my own research, most of the books I read, they were saying most people like doing that. And in case maybe you are going to an interview, because people nowadays check your GitHub, so they'll check how you write your code. So the convention should your classes should start with the first word should start with a capital letter. Then if there are two, you should use camel case. Either way, we'll see about that. But then thank you for that. So Gabriel, I don't know if your question has been answered.
Yes, perfectly okay.
Okay, sure, thank you. So I need someone else to help me declare an array here, JavaScript. All of these things we have already done them in Python and also in Python and in C. Yeah, in C also. So this is more like just a warm up. So Maureen, yeah, is it Maureen? It's okay. Monica, hey Monica. Hello Monica. Okay, I don't know if you can. In case you're talking, we can't hear you. So let me see. Emelda. Hey Emelda.
Hi, how are you, Ahmed?
Yeah, I'm good. Welcome.
Thank you.
So
Sorry, so I just joined. Um, if I'm not being much of a bother, did I miss a lot of stuff?
no. We have actually just started. So this is just a warm up.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just a warm up on all the things that we've already done. So we are just warming ourselves. The since we have already done C programming and Python, all the
Yeah.
things that we have done in the two, like the declaration of variables, arrays, classes, all of
Yeah.
those things. So we are trying to
Mm.
now map them in JavaScript. So that's what we are
Okay,
trying to
that's
do now.
fine. So
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 help us in
so is
to declare an
this
array.
okay, sorry. So is this PLD about the task that we did yesterday about objects, scope, and I think something else in JavaScript, or is it like JavaScript as a whole? Like things that we've done.
Okay. What I had planned, I wanted
Uh-huh.
us to first of all warm up, and then after
Okay.
warming up, and then now we can start with the first project we did on Monday, and then
Okay.
finally go to the second project. So the first one was warm up, and then object literals was the second one. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. All right. All right. Thank you.
So yeah, but still finish up with this one. Finish up with this one. Declare an array for us. Help us with the syntax of declaring an array. How do you?
Um.
Yeah.
Sorry. Do you need me to respond to that, or you're talking to someone else?
I'm talking to you. I need you to respond.
Oh, okay. But I stand corrected. But if we're declaring an array, don't we have isn't we use const to declare the variable, and then maybe say array is name, so const name, and then equals, and then we have the square brackets, and then we put stuff, into those square brackets. So for names, we could have maybe Gabriel, John, Jackson, you know, and then that's what I think.
Yeah, actually that's the syntax. So thank you for that.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is what we actually just wanted. So that's how an array is declared in JavaScript. That's the same way like we did in Python and in C programming. The only difference here, just this const keyword here. And in most of the declaration, guys, always remember that using const is better compared to all these other things. Yeah, compared to let and var. And ALX normally says don't use var, don't use the var keyword. So check on that. Don't be using this var keyword here. So that's how a variable an array is declared. So another thing also.
Excuse me. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure, can hear you.
Please, this just to correct something. None of the this thing is the maybe anyone you want to use. All of them is okay, but the one we are not, according to the YouTube I watch and the tutorials I have, they say the var keyword is updated, not is updated. So, but the key let and the const is good for now. But anytime you want to declare a variable, maybe you want to declare a variable you will use again. Maybe if you declare this variable, you still use it again. Still make use of the variable that you declare. It's better
Okay,
that you
reassign
use
as
let. It's better you use let keywords. But any variable you will declare that you will not make use of it, then use const.
Yeah, thank you for that.
okay. Hello.
Hey, hello.
I think what Shinonso is saying is 100% compliant. Like I said, according to the video you sent for that much, I mean, Danny, let, when you declare with let, you could still use any other value in the nearest, within in the midst of doing the project and still use any other value again. But once you declare a variable name for const, you can't change it again throughout the project. It's going to be constant.
Yeah, that's
Then the issue of the var, according to ECMAScript, is a kind of version. Like I said, ECMAScript 5, they still use a var, const, and length. But the current version now for ECMAScript, for the specification, I think var is more or less like outdated.
yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, thank you. I can see people went through the videos. Yeah. People really want to graduate. So thank you, Chinoso, and I think that was Gabriel also. Thank you. Let me see also. Let us just talk about one last thing. Let us just talk about classes and then inheritance, on how to implement inheritance, and then now we can start on the tasks on the project, because this is a lot of work. So I'll just declare the class, and then somebody will help me, will tell me how to implement the
Hello,
inheritance.
hello, Ahmed.
Yeah, sure. Hello.
Can we also use let to declare for array?
Yeah, sure. We can use let, but then okay, we can use let. Okay, most of the times, okay, I think we can still use let. Either way, as Ginoso was saying, if you declare a variable using the const keyword, mostly you are saying you don't want it to be changed. But then
Okay,
if you use let, it just means that variable can be redefined later on.
okay, okay,
So either way, I
okay,
think still we can use it.
okay.
Yeah. So one last thing. So okay, let me just say classes and inheritance. So first here, so in order to declare, so there are different ways of to declare class. You can declare class using the class using this method. There are different ways, but then I normally just like this one because I think this one is easier. So just declare, for example, this class called class rectangle. So somebody will help me how to implement inheritance on this class, and then we'll be done on this warm up, and then now we'll start on the project. Yeah, so I think that's that. Class name, and then constructor. Yes, we'll have to, in case I've missed something there, just feel free to. And then there's something here also, I won't write it, somebody will help me, will tell me what. Only use 2 spaces in JavaScript. This is just a configuration I put in my Windows because Python has been disturbing me a lot. And then I'll just close that one, then close this other one, and then this is where now the inheritance will be implemented. Okay, so let me just quickly, guys, finish this quickly. Okay, let me see who has not said anything. Jackson. Hey Jackson.
Hello.
Okay, I know I've left some things out in this class here, but then we'll talk about that in the project while we are doing those projects. I just want you to help me just try explaining, or maybe can you just help me. I don't want to say the answer, but then I want to inherit. I want to come up with another class here that inherit this rectangle here. How can I be able to do that? What keyword does somebody use so that he can be able to do that? Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay. The keyword that we use is extends.
So for example, now I want to come up with a new class called square. So
okay, so we will start by the class keyword, and then the name of the class.
Okay, so square.
After after it, so we say extends rectangle.
Extends rectangle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the closing brackets.
So wait. So closing brackets like that, like this.
Yes.
Why like that?
No, no brackets. Curly braces. Sorry.
So I should open and I should also close.
Yes.
Yeah, either way it's still okay because this one here will go down like that. So I think that's okay. So one last thing. Okay, thank you for that. Or maybe you can still help me out with this last thing here. For example, here I have this class called rectangle here, but then I know it won't work here. Just let me know if you get what the concept I'm trying to explain here. So for example, in this class here, I want to let me say I want to import, I want to export, I want to use this class in another file somewhere else.
So in that case, we are supposed to below that class we say module.exports, and then the name of the class.
Yeah, I think now everybody gets that. Does anybody? I hope everybody is okay with that, because the exportation part, the importation, inheritance, and classes, these are really going to be really going to be useful in the second project. The first one is more like this first one here.
Throw more light. Just throw more light, so I don't understand.
Okay, Chinoso, is that you?
Gabriel.
Oh, Gabriel. Okay. Okay.
I'm a newbie.
Okay, I don't know how I should say it. Let me see. Jackson, you are the one who was talking, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, can you just repeat what you are saying again? Let me say the question and then explain the answer, so that, and then we'll see if Jackson, if Gabriel understands. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
in a scenario, we have been given a task that is saying create a class called rectangle, and then come up with a
The class
constructor,
name is
do this and this. Yeah. That's not the one, Gabriel.
no, start from the class name.
Oh, okay. Okay, when defining a class, so the typical of defining a class, so you start with the class. This is the format ALX wants us to use, and one of the other formats, I think this is the easiest, so just be using this one. So you just start with the class, and then this one is the class name. So, and then you open a brace. So this open a brace here. So this open a brace. Once you open a brace, you come up to this constructor here. So this constructor basically says, I don't know if you remember when we were learning about Python, we learned about constructors and the constructors. Do you remember about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember about it.
Yeah, there are some things that were called constructors and the constructors and the constructors. Okay, if you can't remember that, we'll see that in action during the project. Yeah, but then most importantly, up to here now, I just want you guys to understand two things here. Okay, let me say three things here. I want you guys to understand how to define a class, or how to declare a class. So to declare a class, when you're declaring a class, let me just write this whole class so that we'll get it, because it's not finished. Maybe that's why you're not getting what I'm trying to say. So maybe you'll be told to initialize your constructor with two values, or maybe two arguments, so, or two instances. So in this case, maybe we'll say, because it's a rectangle, let's just give it height and width, and then most of the tasks are saying initialize those constructor values with a .w, .h, w and h. But then in this case, okay, let's just do it. So in that case, we'll just use, there's something called this keyword, this keyword. So this dot height. Okay, just know that, okay, I won't write about that one, but then just know that this keyword, this keyword is used in classes, and then there's something else, just have to bear it with me like that. Let me just use it like that. And there's something else called super. Yeah, this super was also in Python. This super is usually used when we want to, let's say, edit the parent class. Yeah, the values of the parent class. Let me say that that's the easiest way I can say this. So this super, I don't think there's anything else on this one here. This is the parent class, and then when now we are implementing inheritance, so in order to implement inheritance, you use this extend. So while in Python, we used to say something like, so for example, we had a class called rectangle here. So here we could say just class square. We could have said this is now in Python, and then we could have put rectangle here inside, showing that we are inheriting from rectangle. But in this case, in JavaScript now, we use this keyword called extends. Don't forget this s, it's extends, not extend. So this extends now says, it just says we are implementing inheritance. So extends in rectangle. So just says the class square is inheriting from rectangle. These are just the concepts I want you to grab up to here. How to implement, how to declare the class, how to construct it, about this keyword, and then the super, we'll see that in action, and then how to implement inheritance. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. apart from this one. And also, yeah, one last thing also, you're also supposed to know about how to import classes so that to use them in another file. That's the last thing you're supposed also to know. But then, okay, we'll see about that. But then I hope you guys won't forget about that. So let us start that. Okay, let me just a minute. Let me do this. Okay, project. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think this is the first one, so we'll start with this one here. So I usually like doing this while coding. Okay, so I hope you guys can see my screen.
Yes.
We can see your screen.
Okay. So we just use this same. Let me just remove this one because I've already seen about this one. As you can see, it's empty. So the first task, it was saying write a script that prints JavaScript is amazing. You must create a constant variable called myvar with the value JavaScript is amazing. You must use console.log to print all the output. You're not allowed to use var. Yeah, so let us do this quickly. So now here, so the first thing you see was saying use the shebang. Now everybody knows about this one. The only thing changing here was node, because now we are using node. So I won't be doing everything here. Let me not do this first one also. Let me just point out someone who has not said something. Terence. Yeah, Terence is my very good friend. Hey Terence. Hello. Yeah, so welcome.
Okay, thank you.
So help us with this first task here.
Okay, the first task is saying we should use a constant variable called myvar. So you'll write. You've written the shebang, right?
Yeah, but the shebang is already here.
So you start with the const keyword because it's saying constant.
Yeah, so const.
Then myvar.
Okay, and then give it the value. So should they use two speech marks or only one?
Two speech marks.
One,
No,
okay.
one.
Yeah, you should just be using one. So
Yes, JavaScript you use one.
yeah, let me just copy paste this. Maxwell affected me here. I'm so lazy nowadays. So just like that. And also now while printing, so how should I print this?
Console.log into brackets myvar, then a semicolon at the end.
Just like that. So if I run that, I think it's supposed to be okay. So node JavaScript is amazing. Yeah, so in case you are running this on a checker, you'll just do semi-standard. Semi-standard. And then just fix. because for those who had, and then everything will be okay. I'd already installed semi-standard also here, so just give it a second. I think that's okay. So now we just go to the second one. So thank you Terence, for that. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself.
Okay, okay.
Okay, thank you for that. So the next one is
Can I ask you a question?
okay. Sure.
The semi-standard slash fix,
Yeah,
are we just to put that? Are we not putting the file name at the end?
it's not
Just
compulsory.
semi-standard. Okay.
Okay. Let me show you something here. You can, okay, in some situations you maybe have coded more than you'll have maybe more than 500 files here. So you can't go to every file saying semi-standard to every file. So in order to use less time, so just say semi-standard fix, and then it will go to all those files, check them if they are correct, and in case of an error it will return the error, and then it will tell you a specific file has a certain error, so we'll just go there.
Just like we are using asterisk
Yeah,
in C programming to check everything at once.
yeah. But then now the problem with this semi-standard, it's slow. If you use semi-standard fix like this, it's slow. But then if you just use the normal way you normally use it, the normal way, like just say, if you just say like that, so semi-standard like that, JavaScript, and then I think this one is faster compared to the other one, compared to semi-standard fix. So it depends with you. You can use this one. Personally, I normally use semi-standard fix, this one. So it normally just checks all the files, and then it returns if in case of an error, just go there.
I'm using a webcam. How can I install the semi-standard on my Ubuntu?
Okay, there are these. ALX gave us this. They gave us these things.
Okay, on the intranet, I can use
On
that
the
one too.
intranet here. There's somewhere here.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see about that later. But then it's just somewhere here. So that's it for the first one, and then the second one. So write a script that prints 3 lines. The first line is this, second line, and then the third line. You must use this one to print. Yeah. So I think that's that. So just do this quickly because of time. I want also to do the second project. This one is not hard. The second one was and see, it's not also hard, but then it's trickier compared to this one here. So if I notice everybody got the concepts, we just move to the second one. So let me see. Monica, hey Monica, say something. Hey Monica. Okay, I don't know why Monica is so quiet today. Okay, let me see. Leon. Leon. I don't know why. Okay, let me just say Loisa. Okay, Loisa. Hello. Okay, can you help me out with this one just quickly?
Yes.
I think we'll just do, because people are not responding that much, we'll only do 5 tasks on this one and then go to the second project. If people are not also active in that one, we'll only do 5 and then we'll end the session from there. So
Sorry, Ahmed, if I could just interject.
okay,
So,
sure.
if we're going to do 5 tasks for this project, would you rather we do a task that touches on a specific concept as opposed to 2 tasks that focus on one concept? For example, For this one, we know that task 0 and task 1, we're doing more or less the same thing. It's the same concept, right?
Okay.
But then for I think task like 3 or 4, I'm not entirely sure. We're now learning something new. So since we're not going to be doing like all of those, do you think that's something we could look at?
Okay, sure. We can also. Okay, it depends with how everybody is active. We can if everybody just stays quiet, it means that they are not gaining anything. Just say what you want to say, even if it's wrong. You learn from there. But then if you don't say anything, you'll not learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just say. We normally just say anything here. You don't have to be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just
mean,
say.
that's how we
We are,
learn.
we are,
Yeah.
we are all learning here. We are learning.
Yeah, exactly. So don't fear. Don't be afraid. Just say anything. Just speak your mind. Just say, oh, I think this is the way. Ah, no. Oh, that's why. So next time you won't say that thing. But then if you keep it to yourself here, next time you just say it somewhere else. Let's hope it will not be in an interview. So okay. So we'll just go with that. So let me see. I don't want my name to come out here because copyright issues. That's why I'm doing this. So let me share. If this video goes to YouTube with this intranet page here, it may be taken down. So let me stop presenting first of all. So saying you should do task 3. Okay. Okay. Let's just do. Okay, because I think task 2 is a little bit different. So okay, let's just do task 2. Look for a way to do this simpler instead of.
Why are we not doing this one? The one you wanted to do now.
Pardon?
Why don't you want to do the one? See, it's fun, 3 lines. The one that says you print 3 lines.
Okay. Okay, she was saying the reason was why, because people are not responding. Instead of doing the same, task 1 and task 2, they are based on similar concepts, because task 0 is just print, and this one is also just print. So the concepts
Let,
are the same. So
why
because
not?
you're
Let's do this one first, and you go to the other ones.
okay,
Because
sure.
this one is 3 lines. It's 3 lines. Yes.
Yeah, even if the 3 lines, but then the concept is the same. But then sure, okay, sure. Let us just do it. Just do this quickly. I think somebody is not lucky. Where is she? Louisa, you're not. Yeah. So
Yeah,
luck is not your end. So you're still the one who's going to give us this. So
it's okay.
put this shebang here quickly. Okay. So how should I do this? Write a script that
First,
prints 3 lines.
personally, I use the console.log to print 3 lines. Like the first one, you print the first statement. You can write.
Okay. So basically you just did console.log
Mhm.
console.log
Brackets.
and then C is fun.
Yeah,
Okay. Still it's valid. Yeah.
yeah.
Still is fun. It's valid. So I think I won't type all of it, because
Hmm. It's the same thing. You
yeah,
just
it's the
repeat,
same
just
thing.
change
We change now this
the
one, faithfully
statements.
school, and
Yeah.
then lastly JavaScript is amazing. So why
Yes,
not?
that's what I did.
Yeah. So anyone who did something different?
Yes, I did something different.
Okay,
I
sure. Let me. Yeah, sure. Let me.
I put those 3 strings in an array
Mm-hmm.
and looped through them.
But then, hey. Let me see who's talking. You really did your research on this one. Who is that?
Action.
Who was the one who's talking?
It's
Jackson.
me.
Yeah, you did your
Yes,
research.
yes.
You did your research. Yeah, I also did that one, but then okay, sure. So help us with that. So first thing first, start.
Um, oh, the first thing is you declare an array. You
So
just give it any name,
so you declare the array
and
using the const keyword, or you just used let.
because you're not going to change the value, we
Mm-hmm.
use the const keyword.
Okay, const. Mm-hmm. So
Just give it any name.
I'll say, just let me just say print is equals to space is equals to now. Yeah, that one, and then
Is
let me
is
just
a print not is it not a reserved keyword?
it's not a reserved keyword in JavaScript.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So says fun, comma, Python is cool. And then lastly, JavaScript is amazing. Yeah, I think that's that. Terminate. And then you used a for loop, right?
Yes, either for loop or for in loop.
So give me the one you used. Which one did you use?
I used for in.
Okay, so give me for.
For space and then brackets. Let I in print close opening and closing curly braces.
Okay.
Then inside there you put console.log. Just console.log print into square brackets I.
Okay, and then terminate that. So let me close that. Terminate that. Okay, I know this is going to work. We had this one. Yeah. So is there anyone who's not understanding what's going on here?
Sorry, can I please see what you've written? The one that's using the loop.
Yeah, it's here. It's here. Let me maximize this one. It's here.
Oh, alright, thank you.
Yeah,
Aha, okay. Yeah, okay, I understand, thank you.
it's okay. So there's a different way you can use this one. You can still use another for loop that iterates between the items using the dot length. But then, since nobody is asking, it seems everybody is okay. We'll just continue. So yeah, I think this is where now it started becoming trickier. So here let me just, okay, it was 3, didn't get all the marks. So here they were saying the reference is this one. Let me just write the shebang. Yeah, so I'll just follow through here so that everybody sees this. Yeah, so this is now the line that we're going to use from task 2, I think, to task, let me see, to task 8. I think it's 8. Yeah, to task 8. The concept is the same. We are going to be using this. We're going to be using this same concept here. So I don't know if anyone is willing to say something on
How do
this.
you how do you get this one?
Yeah, you just come here. Just come here in this reference here. In this reference here.
Okay.
Yeah. So you just come here and then just press this reference. It's going to take you to this page here, and then you just so coming here, you just read with this part here, the process.args symbol.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me see if somebody is willing to say something here. So not
Sorry, guys. Which task are we working on now?
we are working on this task 2.
Task what?
Is it 3? Let me confirm. Fuck, where is this one wrong? Task, it's true, this one of arguments.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just have to open a new one again. Yeah, so will somebody step up and help me with solving this one?
I can help on this one small.
Okay, sure.
The question says that first of all you have to understand what the question says. But because of I read that this thing that socks is a bit of a argument. You know, we do argument in C, but in C programming we have argument count and argument vector. But what I discover here, this one is only argument vector. Is what we have here. So for you to do this task now, so the first thing say if no argument is passed to the script, print no argument. So what you will do, you first of all say if, then you open your brackets, say
Wait.
process. If you check that,
Wait. Should I start typing?
you say
Should I start typing, or you are still explaining first of all?
no, start typing. Start
Okay.
typing.
Okay.
What you do, you say if, then open your brackets, then you say process, because we are using process now.
Mm-hmm.
So process.arg, agv, because it's not ex, process.agv, because it's the argument vector. Then you have to get the length, and this argument vector, how it work, you know, during our C programming, the first one is the 5 parts, then the second one is the your program part you're working on, then you can work on the third one on the fourth one. I don't know whether you guys are understanding me.
Okay. Chin, is it Chin also?
So I'm hearing you.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I'm getting what you're trying to mean here, but then there's a step you're missing out. Before this if statement, you have to import something first of all here, and then I'll continue with this. We need to import something here. We need to import something. You have not imported it, so we are using the process.argument vector here, but then where is this process going to get it from? Where's this script getting it from? First of all, you have to
You
import
get the
it.
process dot the length. If you get the length equals to it will still work. So I don't know what you will import again.
Okay, sure. Okay.
You can check the resources.
Okay.
There's nothing to import. This one we are dealing with the CIL command line argument.
Look at this line
That's
here.
what we are dealing with.
What can you try? What do you think this line does here? Or what did you understand by this line here? Or what do you understand by this line here? This first line here. This one here, const argument vector is equals to require. No.
Yes, it's equals to they require maybe they require this
from here.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what do you understand by this line? This line, just this line only. Nothing else, just this line.
This is the format of importing arguments from the CLI.
So you import that and then you use, right?
Yes.
So in this case here, why are you using it without importing it?
I use it, it's still work. Oh.
Okay,
I
sure.
don't know
Okay, let's
because
continue. Let's continue. Okay.
because I did not even import anything.
Okay.
Because all I know is I'm dealing with the CLI. It's already in the system, so I
Okay,
did
so
not import anything.
if process dot
So
argument vector.
then dot the length, we are getting the length of the
Okay.
argument vector. Then it's strictly equals to 2 because we are getting to is an array now.
Mm-hmm.
Argument vector is an array. Then you close your brackets. Then put your curly brackets.
Okay.
Then console.log, no arguments.
Log. So just no argument. Sorry.
With
Okay. And then
X if.
should I close this or I should just continue without closing it?
Close it.
Okay. So else if
X if.
I should in the same line.
Yeah, the same line.
So else if.
Then open your curly brackets.
Mm-hmm.
Open your brackets. I mean to say. Then you say process dot add v dot the length again is equals to 3 to get the
Let me just copy this one here.
dot length.
Is equals to 3.
Yes, strictly equals to 3.
Okay.
Put your curly brackets. Then console.log. The other one is says arguments.
Say
The other one is
arguments
saying
found.
argument found.
Yeah. Arguments. Yeah, arguments found. Yeah. Continue. No,
In the X statement.
Yeah. And then also else.
Console.log.
This one is supposed to be arguments found.
Two of them is otherwise argument found. Two of them is argument found. Same thing.
One is
Yes.
argument, the other one is arguments.
Yeah.
This one here is supposed to be argument, and then this one is arguments.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, I think that's that. And then close only one. I should only close one or two.
Only close one.
Okay.
It's one.
So that's okay like that.
Yeah.
Let me see. So let me see if I've left anything out. So no, the shebang is okay. If process is strict is equals to 2. Console.log. I think everything is okay. Personally, I didn't think it this way. Then if this works, I'll write it down. So this one is much simpler. Yeah, I think this is much simpler. So let me see. Let me add an argument. 3. Yeah. In case you don't understand what's going on here.
Let me ask. I have a question.
Okay, sure.
My question is, why is it that when we use when after the process dot arguments we start, why is it that we start at 2 and not maybe at 0 1? We only start at 2.3.
Okay. Chin also, should I answer it or maybe you'll answer?
I didn't hear you clearly.
Okay, I can ask. I can just echo what you said. He said he's asking why this argument vector in this if statement here, it's starting from 2 and not maybe 1 or 0.
Okay. As I said earlier, 0 is, yes, is an index. It's supposed to start from the 0. It's an array. Array starts from the 0. Count from the 0. So the reason why, then 0 is the 5 parts. This is your 5. If actually you're writing your code, you're starting from your 5 parts. Then the 0 is your 5 parts. Then the 1 is the file that you're working on. Are you getting me? Then these 2 now is the argument that you passed. So if actually you pass 1 now, it will bring out the 5 parts from your local machine. Then 1 now will bring out the file you're working on. Then these 2 now is the argument that you pass. If actually you pass 2 arguments, that is when it will bring out 3.
Has your question been answered?
Yeah, somehow.
Okay, let me okay. That sour seems still not satisfied. Let me just copy paste this script for you so that you'll see that. But then this format that Chinoso has used is the easiest one. So even if I'll show you this one, don't be using this one. I think this one is complicated a bit. Personally, I use this format to importing, but then don't be using this one because I've seen that the one would be also I won't be importing. So node okay, now this is what Chinoso was saying. Okay, Chinoso.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, now you can finish up. Now you can explain it using this one.
Okay, so so this is what I was saying. You say this you first of all give the node. If you put the this node dot, then you first of all bring the 0 is the 5 parts.
Yeah.
The part you're working on.
This
My
one.
brother, are you hearing me?
Oh, yeah, I've understood.
Yeah.
Then 1 is this is your 5 parts and the argument you're working on. Which if actually you pass any argument, like maybe you pass your first name or second name, that is when you will see the 2. So anytime you're working on this CLI in this JavaScript or Node.js, then you will start with 2. Because anytime you start with 1, that means you're looking for the 5 parts.
Yeah, I'm good in you now.
Yeah, so for those who are asking, so that's why the if statement started from 2, because 0 and 1 already have their values. So 0 file path and then 1. Yeah, I think now that makes sense. But then this method, this format here, this one is much prettier, easier. This one is easier compared to this one, because the other one you first of all have to import, and then after importing, now you don't import all the code, you only import this first line. Let me just show you. You only import only this first line. Where is it? You only import this first line here, this, and then now after importing this, and then now you can be able to use it in your code. But then as you can see here, Chinoso has not imported it, he has just used it like that. I guess JavaScript is actually also smart. Yeah, I think something like this can only be done using Python, but then now I've seen that also JavaScript can also be done using this one, because yeah, just use it, it knows it's there, so don't have to declare it. Any question before we move on? Yeah, okay, I don't think there's a question there. Okay, now up to here, before we move on forward, let me just mention a name. So maybe you'll say you can just say a task that you tried maybe and then you didn't get it. Because if we move like this, we won't finish the two projects, and we wanted to do both the two projects. So I don't know how I can do this. We just close this one. Let me just see. Okay, Imelda. Okay, I don't know what's up. Okay, let me start with Terence. Hey Terence. And endurance, I have something. We are supposed to talk about something. Terence.
Yes.
Yeah, so do you have any other, do you have maybe a certain task in the first project that maybe you tried and you saw that it was unsuccessful?
Now let me check if then I will confirm if I have one. Maybe you can just ask the others.
Okay, sure. Anyone else, anyone who has a problem in the first project, because I want us to move to the second project, because that's where I noticed that it was a little bit trickier. So I guess everybody's okay. So in case you just get a problem, or if you have a problem, you can just share it in the group and we'll just help you solve it. Because of time, we also want to touch a little bit on this. Yeah, it's this one. So okay, I think we'll just use this same. I already opened these ones. Yes. Just say project 2, because I know it's going to be, yeah. So this is where now the real fun starts. So write an empty class rectangle that defines a rectangle. So you must use the class notation for defining your class. So, and this, you also are given some things, some function to test. So I think everybody will have to do one task. Yeah, so I'll start with task 0. Maybe I'll just mention my name. Somebody will do task 0, and then
this session is being recorded.
Yeah, the session is always recorded.
Okay, thank you.
So write an empty. So this first one is 0. Just do this quickly. Usually don't want the session to surpass 2 hours. So class rectangle. Okay, so then it's an empty class rectangle. I think we'll just do that quickly. I'll leave it here, and I know I'm not done, but then let me see. Endurance. Hey, Endurance.
Hello. Hi. Good evening.
Hey, good evening. So welcome. It's been a while.
Thank you. I'm sorry we don't have light here, so I just joined whenever we.
And you didn't do me well on Monday, but then we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize.
We'll talk about that later. Let's finish up on this one first of all.
All right.
Okay. So
Okay.
there's something left here, because first of all, this is the empty. This is an empty rectangle. This is an empty rectangle here. But then if I try, okay, if I run it, I know this one, it won't bring an error, but then if I run it using Node, it's going to say it's okay. But then if I say semi-standard it, if I use semi-standard on it, it's going to bring an error. Let me show you. So semi-standard, this quickly. Let me just say fix so that you'll see the error. It's saying semicolon. It's saying the rectangle is defined but then never used. So what do you think? What do you think is causing that? Here, but then despite like saying just write an empty class called rectangle that defines a rectangle. So what do you think
Yeah.
we are missing here?
Okay.
There's something we are missing here. So can you help us with that?
We have to export it to use
Yeah.
it. I don't know if we want to use the class in another file. We have to export it.
Okay. Give me what I'm supposed to write here. So what I'm supposed to type here.
I used module.export equal the name of the class
Before.
equal module.export
Oh,
equals the
okay.
name
Oh,
of
I
the
thought
class.
okay. Module.export.
Yes, export with an S.
Oh yeah. It's exports. Yeah. Is equals to.
Rectangle, but yeah, rectangle.
Just like that. Should you terminate it?
Yes, I didn't do it this way though. I equate it in the same line with the class name.
Okay. Let me just place it where you want. Okay. Where? Here.
Yeah, before the class keyword.
Okay. Let me just. So here.
No, the same line.
Oh, before the class.
Yes.
Oh, module.export. Ex, exports is equals to class
Equals.
rectangle.
Yes.
Yeah. So either way,
A semicolon at the end of the curly braces.
okay, like that.
Yes.
Okay. I think either way it's still supposed to be okay. Yes. Yeah, I think it's still okay because it's still supposed to be okay. Yeah, it's still okay. Either way, it's not compulsory to use that style. So, but I want to mention. But thank you, Endurance, for that.
All right.
So, is there anyone else who did this task using a different style? I'm not saying this one is wrong. I just want to know. We can't say that all of us think the same way. Any other person who did this one using a different style?
I did the first one that you mentioned where you define the class, and then the module.exports was at
The
the
bottom.
that was after the last, like the closing curly braces.
Yeah, yeah. Let me just do this.
But sorry, can someone explain to me like they're speaking to a toddler? you know, the module.exports. Why do we need it? Like, what does it mean, and when do we use it?
Okay, how will I explain this? Let me see. So let me see about this one. Will somebody lend me a hand here? I don't know how I can explain this easily or in a more simpler term. Is there anybody who can explain this in a more simpler term?
Can I try to
Okay, sure.
explain?
Okay.
Sure.
So why we need the module.export part is because this class rectangle, we're treating it like a module, and therefore if it's a module we are supposed to use it in another file. So for it to be available, for it to be imported in another file, we must use the module.export directive. I think that's the best way I can explain it.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking for a word to echo what you're saying also, but then I can't get the exact word. But then it's more like saying the module del export its importance here is to make this class rectangle. How can I say this? Okay, you know, you don't understand Swahili. There's a good Swahili word I could have used for this one. Then, okay,
Just say it, you can translate.
okay, personally mimi hapa hivi I could have said this. So this module.exports hapa inatumika ndio iweze kuonekana na file zingine. Without putting this module.exports, file zingine haitajua this exists. I don't know if the Kenyans around have understood what I'm trying to say here.
I heard what you're saying, and this was me during C. I can hear stuff, but I don't understand. But I couldn't understand. But okay, so you said if I heard it correctly, I think when Jackson was explaining, so you said this class is a module, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
Okay, and so for us to use it, we need to import it.
Okay, in short, you can just think it this way. Just take it this way.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
This file, without this module.export, it can be
Uh-huh.
used. It can, if you want to use it in another file,
Uh-huh.
it's going to bring an error because the other file, it will say the file you're trying to access is nowhere to be found.
Okay.
Yeah, but then after putting this module.export, so the other file will say we know the location of the file you're trying to access.
Okay. So we use exports when maybe we're talking about inheritance. Maybe we want to maybe derive a class, maybe class circle, for example, from
Exactly,
like class rectangle.
exactly.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's clear. Thank you.
Now that's the concept, yeah. So I guess somebody had raised a hand.
Oh, I wanted to explain, but since she has understood, it's okay.
No,
Okay,
you
sure.
can
Go ahead.
explain. You
Just say.
Yeah, just say it. Yeah.
It's the same thing that Jackson said. Basically, you might need to use this class in another file. That means you will have to import it, like the whole file. That's why we are treating it as a module. So you have to add the module.export so that when you import it in another file, the file will know it's like it will know the path, it will locate the class.
Okay, thank you so much. I didn't realize I was on mute, but I was nodding my head and agreeing. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Yeah, people did their homework. Wow, you must graduate. Oh. So I think that's that for this task. So I think somebody will also help me. I think task in this project, task 3. I think I had a problem with task 3. So once we get there, somebody will help me. So in task 1, sorry, write a rectangle that defines a rectangle. You must use the class and then the constructor, initialize. Okay, I think, yeah, it's task 2 actually, it's not 3. So let me just write shebang quickly. Okay, so okay, let me just mention your name because I know everybody has its own different style. So I'll start with Clinton. Hey Clinton.
I was told, we just had a meeting with.
Yeah, can you mute yourself if you're not the one who is communicating?
Electricity and
Yeah, yes, Clinton. So we are now in this first in this rectangle. So help us solve it.
So this particular question is supposed to. Okay, first you're supposed to. We're going to start with the class. class rectangle. Then the brackets, curly, is it curly brackets? Yeah, curly brackets. You can close it too.
Oh, I can close. I should just close it. Okay.
Yeah. Then now let's go in between the curly brackets.
Okay.
Then we've been told to use two constructors, which is W and H. So constructor.
Okay.
Space. W no, into brackets. W and H. Yeah. Are we closed?
Yeah, it's already closed.
After that, again, we have curly brackets again for.
Okay, I've already opened. I should open two.
Space after W and H buttons. Then initialize. Then initialize by saying this dot width is equals to W.
Yeah, now after this, you're going to explain what's the use of this keyword, because I had said we'll talk about this one now. Now we are here. So this dot
width
is equals to W.
Is equals to W. Then do the same for height.
So this dot height is equals to H. Okay. That's it.
Let me see. I think no. We're supposed to export module.export.
Where should I place it?
After the class. Where? After closing the class.
Here.
After the last curly bracket. No. Then.
Okay. So it's module.export.
So it goes with the class name.
So class name is rectangle. And then terminate it. So that's okay.
Yeah. Exports, not export.
Okay, exactly. Now you should not forget about this one. Actually, it was disturbing. I got an error. I was looking for it for more than 30 minutes, only to come and find out I'd written export instead of exports. So you should check on this one. So okay, can you try explaining to anyone who will not say doesn't understand why the importance or maybe why we are using this keyword here, this keyword?
So I'd say, like, for example, let's say this dot width is equals to, let's say it is used to assign the value of the variable W. The variable W, yeah. So this is used to assign the value of the variable W to the property width.
Used to assign the variable W to width.
It is used, yeah. So W is the variable and width is the property. So this is used to assign the variable to the property.
Okay. Either way, let me see. So is there anyone who doesn't understand the importance of this keyword here? Or maybe is there anyone who is not understanding any part of this code? Or maybe if you did this task using a different style, feel free also. Yeah, I guess everybody will have the same thoughts, so let me just run this and see. Yeah, I think that's okay. So let us test this. Also have to test this for confirmation purposes. And I'm not saying I'm doubting. I'll not change the mode right now. I'll just be using node quickly. But then while you are doing this, make sure you change your node. So as you can see here, that's the output. The output is matching this one here. So I think that's okay. Now on task 2, yeah, so only I did this, I got a slightly different output to this one here. Yeah, on this last part here, in this rectangle here, I was getting an object here. I tried everything, but still I failed, so I only got 18%. So I think somebody will help me with this one. So let me just do this quickly. Let me just write the shebang. Okay, that's that. So Alexander. Hello, Alexander.
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, actually nice being here. This is my first time joining you guys, so and I see everything is looking nice. So yeah,
Okay, welcome.
and a big
So
shout out to Endurance to for inviting me also.
yes, and I have a problem with endurance. We'll finish up. We'll finish up later. Yeah. So can you help us with this one here? Personally, help me with this one because I tried. I got a different output. So
Okay.
let me see. Let me
Yeah.
troubleshoot this one for me.
Yeah. Okay. Before that, I actually want to say that the previous code.
Mm-hmm.
I think that code does not is not it does not match it does not follow the should I say properties of the documentation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not properly written
Yeah.
for semi-standard.
Okay. On the semi-standard part, I'm not checking. I'm not
Yeah, yeah,
checking
yeah.
it right now. But then, because for learning purposes, let me just go back. Let me check standard. But then I don't think semi-standard is a problem because if you just run semi-standard on it, it's going to tell you where the error is. So let me just do this quickly.
I think it was not properly indented also.
Yeah, but then the good thing with this one, it's going just to let me to tell us quickly. Let us see. If it's the tabs, I'll just, yeah, I think that's okay.
Okay, maybe it's Vim then, I guess. Okay, so let's proceed.
Yeah.
I make use of VS Code, so
I normally just use this terminal here. I normally just use VS Code for HTML and CSS. But
yeah.
then we'll talk about that. We'll plan a session on DOM after this. So rectangle. So quickly, yeah. So we're here.
Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, I like including comments, and that is it is a lot more easier for me to work instead of going from the intranet to my terminal. So I like including a multi-line comment. So we do that by using a just like C.
Okay.
So a forward slash and an asterisk,
Okay.
then a tab.
Okay.
Then I copy that. Is that? I think that's more than four spaces. Please, can you just take it back and press four spaces instead? It's looking more than four.
Yeah, it's more than
Okay.
4. I had configured it this way because of Python. So but then
Okay. Okay.
so and then
Can you? Okay. Yeah. So we just copy everything to objects. Yeah.
okay.
Paste it. Okay. Then we
Let,
end it with.
let me just minimize this
Okay.
one, maximize this one.
Yeah.
So
We go back to new line. Then asterisk. Then a forward slash.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I think we're good to go now. Okay.
Sorry, guys. So I can't really see because I'm using my phone. So this blue against the black background, like the words, they just look so
Ah,
tiny. I
Oh,
don't know if anyone else is facing the same issue. Or maybe if the background was white.
okay.
can we just
Even me,
go back to the
what?
way it was?
Wait, excuse me. Even me, not everybody is. This thing is already in your either your system or yourself.
Okay.
So this is just the documentation. If it is me, we can just go on with the solving the task. That is the reason why we are here, so that we cannot waste our time.
Yeah, this is just a comment, so don't worry about this one. The blue one, just don't worry about that one.
Yeah, I think what is talking about is the background. Can we just like switch back to a multi-screen so the white can help with the black? So,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
Okay. So okay, write a class rectangle that defines a rectangle. Okay. So we start with our
mm-hmm.
class rectangle,
Okay.
then curly brace.
Curly braces.
Yeah. So drop down to okay. Yeah, you can close it so it's gonna be
Okay,
easy. You drop down. Yeah. Then okay. Okay. Then constructor. Then we input the then the brackets space brackets. Then W comma space H. Then close the brackets.
okay. Before you
Then
continue, can I ask you something?
yeah.
Okay, is this constructor is constructor a keyword?
Constructor.
Yeah, is this constructor here? Is this a keyword?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I change this one for something like Lestrata, it's going to
Okay,
pop
no,
up
no,
an
no,
error.
no. It's still going to work fine. Constructor is not like it's not just like we're writing a Python method.
Hmm.
The constructor is just I think it's just a fancy name they just use that constructor,
Yeah, yeah,
but we can change it to anything we want to.
exactly. So I hope everybody got that. This one is not a keyword. You can use any word you want here. So, but then most people just use constructor so that any other developer who sees this will just know the function of this. Yeah. So yeah, sure. Just continue.
Okay, then we open a curly braces.
Okay.
Then let's close it so we can drop it down.
Okay.
Okay, and I think this is where we are. So, sorry, I want to read um the task properly.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Consume admins W and H. Okay, initialize instance. Blah. If W or H is equals to zero. Okay, yeah. So I think that's what we're going to go forward with the if W or H is equals to zero or not a positive integer. It should create an empty object before we can initialize um else it should initialize the width and the height. So let's just okay if W is less than zero, or that is this yeah, thank you very much, or H is less than zero, let me close the bracket, space curly brace,
Opening one.
curly brace.
Okay, an opening or a closing.
Yeah, opening, sorry.
Okay.
Oh my god. If W is less than zero, H is less than zero, okay, create an empty object. So we just create an empty object. I'm coming. Fuck. If W or H is equals to zero or not a positive integer, create an empty object. So we will just I think we can just put yeah equally braces under.
Okay. So I should remove it here. Under.
No, okay.
still here.
Come
So I'm
in.
still here.
Okay, yeah, please open the curly braces. Then
Okay.
yeah, then close it, then drop it down, then you put a bracket there.
Okay.
Then a bracket, empty object. So then we close it. Then oh my god, I have not been including semicolon. Yep, then a semicolon there.
Okay.
Then close the okay, you've closed the curly braces. Then the go yeah, then enter. Then we will initialize W and H. So we will make use of the this, which is somehow similar to I think self in Python also.
Yes.
Yeah, so this W this dot W equals this dot wait sorry equals W. Okay. Then yeah, thank you. Then this dot I equals H. I think that's pretty much everything. Yeah, so we have I think we're going to export also, right?
Okay.
I think that's that defines. Yeah, so I think we're going to be able to use it. Yeah, we need to include our export function. So at the base of the last line, so you can just go down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we would modules dot export equals rectangle.
Yeah. So
Then
is
call
that
it this.
so? Everything is okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, but then I have a question before I run this code.
Okay.
So we've been told if W or H is equal to 0 or not a positive integer, create an empty object. Is this an empty object here?
Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah, it is. It is.
But then an object is not created this way. But then okay, I'm not going to I'm not commenting anything. Let me
But
just run.
okay, please drop a line. I think yeah, because of yeah, leave like a new line, yeah.
So I should leave.
After the rectangle. After the
Here.
rectangle, after the export no. After the export and everything there.
Here.
No, after.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
I'm not used to writing codes on this stuff, so the whole the stuff I'm usually forgetting most of the stuff like that. I make use of VS Code a lot.
So personally, I normally like using this Vim because I normally type what I know. So when I go to VS Code, it's actually very easier. But then when I stopped using VS because of the autocomplete.
Yeah, sometimes I usually have, I think, maybe 5 hours to do my task and everything because I will go to work and all that kind of stuff. So I can't, making use of VS Code has really improved my productivity compared to when I use Vim. So, and I'm having a very busy lifestyle. I can't, like, I would really need anything that's just going to make me be able to work fast. But it all depends on I think knowing what you are doing, and since the documentations and everything is there, I believe we can easily go through it. And there are multiple times where I've relearned bash. Whenever I want to use it, I actually go through the whole documentation again, and just that sometimes, but it's just a lot more easier to me somehow.
Yeah. So okay, okay. Now back to here. So is this code okay up to here? I should run it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just run it. So first thing first, let me just node on it so to confirm if it has an error. It has an error. and expected syntax.
Okay.
So let me see where it is.
I think that's the it's from my it's the from the way I initialized the empty string. Right? Please, can I see the error again?
Yeah, okay, sure. I already know where the error is. I just want you to confirm for yourself. This is the error, and I had already told you.
Yeah.
This is the error.
Yeah. Ah, fuck. I'm coming. Oh my god. Sorry for swearing. Oh my god. I'm really sorry for that.
It's okay. So
I think we can just include. Okay.
I can give you a hint.
I think we're supposed to use a curly braces there instead of a bracket. Yeah. Hey. Okay.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Return a curly braces. Return. Yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed to be They're supposed to be curly braces.
Yeah. Return. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So, and we had already discussed about this. So, creation of an empty object. So, objects are created using braces.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see now. I think that's the only problem. That's the only
I
error
think
we're
you're
seeing.
supposed to return. I think it's missing return there.
No, that was the only. That was okay. Now maybe now
Okay.
the error will. It's supposed to. Okay. First of all, let me see. So you're saying I'm supposed to add what?
Return before the curly braces.
Okay. So return that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay. So now let us do this quickly. Let us test this one. So let's see. 2 3 rectangle. 2 3. Can you see? Can you see this? So rectangle
Yeah.
width 2 2 3. So
Oh,
something is
I
missing
think
here.
there is an error. Yeah. There's an error somewhere. There's an error somewhere.
Yeah, but then you're
Let's see.
somehow close. Personally, while I was running this, I was getting the same output. This same output. The only difference was after the rectangle, I was getting object and then these curly braces.
Okay, please let's go back to the code.
Okay, sure. Let me. No, it's not this one.
I think I encountered an error like this also. Yeah, when I was no, okay. If W is less than
Even me, but what
okay.
I do when I do these things, what I do.
It's
Hello,
in the
can you hear me?
yeah.
What I did is the heading. Then I use the. I did not even put the object again because all my mind is this is an object itself. And when this thing fail, now this now will return an empty object. So I
Yeah.
put the this dot with after uh if w is I use
Yeah.
greater than equal to. I use only greater than 0.
Okay,
Then I close the bracket.
okay. Chinoso.
So
Yeah. Okay. Can you just give me 1 minute? Let him just try troubleshooting it one last time. In case it fails,
okay.
we'll try your side and then we'll see how
Okay.
it comes out.
So the error is coming from the if statement. So it should be if W is less than or equals to. That is if W is less than equal. Yeah. Yeah. The same thing for that also.
So that's okay now. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me just run this one. So rectangle
Bruh.
2 3 rectangle. Still something is missing.
Yeah. Something is missing.
Yes, something. The only thing missing here, this empty braces here, they are missing a rectangle here. Yeah. So we need rectangle here, rectangle here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see.
Do you want? Do you want me to troubleshoot it again?
Okay, you can try one last time and then now give Chin also.
I
But
remember
I think
spending.
he's not
Right.
supposed to close the if. That's if statement. It is not supposed to close the bracket. It's supposed to be open for the this dot width to be there.
So I
Okay.
should remove this one. So you're saying I should remove this one.
Yes.
So if I remove this one, it means I should come and close it down here.
Yes, down, yes.
Okay. So Alexander, are you okay with
Let's
that
see.
one?
Yeah, yeah, let's see. Let's see.
Okay. So remove it there. So, okay. And then
Or is it from the exports?
close it there. Okay. Okay. Let's hope this one works.
If it is less than or equals to, I think that should work.
Hmm. Bad. This is very bad.
Okay. Wow.
It says on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one inside my what I used is I think I used greater than the
Hmm.
sign that is written by the left side.
I, I think we'll give Chinoso a chance also. Chinoso,
Yes, I'm hearing you.
yeah,
See,
we are
what I did
finally
is that
we are back to you.
what
So,
what I did
hmm
what I did that if open bracket
so if
open bracket, then you open another bracket.
okay,
My own will be two brackets.
okay. So should I delete first of all this code, or you're just going
No,
to
no,
edit
no,
this one out?
don't delete, don't delete, don't
Okay,
delete.
so open another one.
Yes. Then W is greater than zero, not less than or equal to.
So greater than
That's what
zero.
I is.
Mm-hmm.
Then you
Yes,
close the
exactly.
brackets.
And
Close
then
the brackets.
this one greater than.
No, no, no. After the zero, then you close the brackets.
Okay.
Then remove the and. Remove that and
This one
remove
is or.
the this or. Then put and.
Yes, please and yes.
Yeah, I think now this is where I was getting an error. I used or, and then
Then open another bracket.
okay,
Then H is greater than zero.
it's greater
Then
than
close the
zero,
bracket.
and then close it, and then close another one,
Yes.
Okay.
and then
Then remove the object and return.
so I should
Remove
just
all
delete
this.
this one here.
Yes. Remove all of them.
Okay,
Yes, you can run this thing.
so so it's okay.
Yes,
Yes,
it's okay now. It
because
will
I
work.
discovered that this now is just an object. So returning an object will be like maybe just a tautology.
Okay, let me run it. So
It will
Okay.
run.
rectangle, how many identifiers do we have?
Wow.
1 2 3 4 5 6. So yeah, this one is correct. So rectangle, yeah, this one is absolutely correct. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
So let me just clear this, and then I'll run it again and then cut the output here. So node, and then cut this file so that you can see. Okay, I hope everybody can see this. So you are not supposed to use and. So just, I guess two people were talking, so I don't know who is going to explain this code. So Chino, so will you explain, or you'll give the lady to explain? One of you guys should explain why you thought that you should use greater than zero and instead of or, and because I really struggled here.
Okay.
I
Does
think
anybody want to?
Anyone who just contributed until it's okay now, right now, they can just say the thought behind it.
I think I can explain
Okay, sure.
if there's no one do that. Okay. So I saw you were trying to return the curly braces with uh, which looked like an empty object. But okay, so first of all, we start with the keyword constructor, and then it takes in two arguments, that is the width and the height. So we again go to a condition of which we check if the width is greater than 0 and the height is greater than 0. So if those two conditions are true, that is when we set the width and the height to the past in values, that is the w and h. So if any of those two arguments is less than or equal to 0, it will set an empty object, and by that we are not going to assign anything. So if we're not going to assign anything, it automatically, the constructor method automatically creates an empty object. Sorry. Yeah, so I think that's how I can explain.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yeah. So personally, I think I got where I've understood where I went wrong. So I was implementing this if statement in a bad way, because I was checking if it was less than 0, and then now finally returning an empty object, and then finally now assigning this to now w. So it seems I was not supposed to do that way. So thank you for that. So does anyone else maybe want to say something on this, or that's that? So the quiet. Let's say that's that. So let's see. So I'll get back to that. So now, so maybe we can do task 3, because this one is a little bit different, because we are creating an instance here. So the concept is the same, but then the only difference here is that we are creating an instance called print that prints the rectangle using the character x. Wow. So let me just write the shape down quickly. Sorry, I wanted to write node. So let me see who has not said anything. Lisa, say something. You're really quiet. You've been quiet for a while. Say something here.
Hi.
Hello.
So basically, it's the previous code. We're on task 3, right?
Yeah, on task 3.
The previous code, and then we can now add the print instance.
Okay, let me just, because of time, I won't type everything. Let me just do this. Let me just copy paste it and just paste it here, because I don't want us to waste time here. Just copy paste it quickly. So okay, now you can continue now.
Okay, so we can start with like print.
So where exactly should I place it? Let me set line
Yeah.
numbers for you.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oops.
Okay, so from which line?
After line 8, we should start in line. So like enter.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's start from there.
So print.
So you create the print instance print. So inside the curly braces, you are going to create a loop.
So I should
A
create
for loop. Yeah, inside the
for 4.
No, wait, no, not inside there. Like those are the brackets.
So
So
I should use
after the
brackets.
brackets, you don't add anything in the print instance. Don't add anything. So you the curly braces, and then inside the curly braces, is
Yes.
everything okay?
Yeah,
Okay. Oh,
everything is
now,
okay. I'm
okay.
waiting for you.
Oh, okay. So now we are going to start a for loop for, we start with for keyword, the braces, the brackets. So we are going to initialize an I. So let I is equals to 0. So for as long as I is less than this dot height, we are going to check the height of the rectangle we are supposed to print.
It's less than this dot height.
This dot height here. So I plus plus. So that's our condition.
Yes. Then
So then you curly braces. Then we are going to initialize an empty string. So we are going to say like let s is equals to an empty string. The empty string is going to hold our x characters that we are going to stack up. No, just use the single quotes.
so inside here.
Let s is equals to yeah. Now remove the what they called those things that you create an array with.
Pardon, I feel like you're breaking. I
Anything
don't know if
changing?
it's only me.
Oh yeah. Now it's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
can
yeah.
you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
So an empty string, just use the single quotes. Then we are going to start another for loop.
So
Wait,
should I
we are going to
terminate this
close
one, or
it with a
I should leave it like that?
yes, terminate it.
Okay.
Terminate it. So we are going to start another for loop. So we can use the character j. So we can say, so let j is equals to 0. And as long as j is less than the width, j is less than the width. So this dot width, j plus plus. We increment the j. So that's our condition. And inside the for loop, we can you take the string that you had created, it's an empty string. So we are going to like add the characters. So you're going to say s is equals to
So should I open a brace or
s
just leave
plus
that?
equals yes, open a brace.
Okay.
Yeah. So s, we are going to increment, so plus equals. We are going to append the x characters. So like plus equals the character x in single quotes. We're going to add single quotes.
Like that.
Yes, like that. And then now you can close the curly braces.
I think they are already closed. I was opening
Okay.
too.
Oh, okay. So console.log, we're
So
going to print out our string now.
so the console.log in between line 14 and 15.
Yes.
Okay, so console.log.
Mm-hmm. S.
Okay.
We're going to
So that's okay.
yes.
So I should
Let me
run
check.
it.
Can you add the module.export?
So down here or
Yes, down
okay.
there. And export is equals to rectangle. We're going to export the rectangle class.
Okay, like that.
Yeah, a minute, let me check.
Okay.
So print. Yes, I think it's okay.
Okay.
You can try running it.
Let's run it. So let me first check if it's error free before checking the output is going to be okay. It's error free. Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's okay.
Does anyone have a question?
So guys, hope you have heard that. So does anyone have a question on this task or on this code? Let me cut it out. So in case there's something you don't understand, you can just say. Anyone? Yeah, I think everybody is okay. So thank you for that.
Welcome.
So I think everything else here, I think we've already talked about everything else here. So going downwards, the concept is still the same, they're just repeating themselves. So the next task, you're just supposed to add 2 more instances, the rotate and then the double. And then also in task 5, you're just supposed now to implement inheritance. So you'll implement inheritance the same way we have discussed while we are beginning. So just use the excludes keyword, and then yeah, the concepts are still the same, they're just repeating themselves going downwards. Most importantly, as long as you know how to declare the class. Yeah, is that a question? Just a minute. As long as you understand this, as long as you have understood what you have talked about from the first project to the second one here, I believe now you can tackle the remaining tasks. So let me see if somebody has a question. Okay, no. Yeah, so I'll stop presenting now. Just a minute.